Oh my gosh, Selena Gomez is currently getting some backlash over what she said during her speech. Apparently, you're not a real model, you never will be, get out of here. She didn't quite say that, but some people took it that way. So Selena Gomez did this whole entire speech about using real models, and she doesn't want to use models, but she wants to use people that look like normal people. It was kind of interesting, her whole entire take. Let me show you the first little receipt I have. Here we go.
Sparked it all.
I don't think our conversation will change. If anything, we will double down on what we mean and how we don't use models. We use people that have felt, that they can be your best friend. I want something real.
Grab a snack and come on back. So before I go any further, because she had a lot more to say about that, first of all, I think it's good that a lot of brands are moving toward using normal looking people and not models. But some normal looking people are models. And here's what she has to say to clarify that up. Here we go. Roll that.
And I'd like to mention so many brands have been doing this. So it's not just us. I'm so grateful to see that there's incredible brands out there doing the same thing in their way. And it makes me really proud.
So what I think she means is that she doesn't want to hire supermodels. Back in like the 80s and 90s, there was a word. It was supermodels, Naomi Campbell and Tyra Banks and things of that nature, right? And those people had unattainable beauty. And a lot of people would look at them and say, I would never look like that. And it started to mess with people's heads, and they're like, I'm not good enough, I can't be a model, I'm not unique enough like that. And then the times have changed, and now we're moving toward like normal looking people. It looks more real, it looks more natural, people with curves. And one thing I haven't seen is like the 40 plus, 50 plus community being in campaigns. I've seen some people do it, but I want like more brands at Sephora level to start including more mature women, more mature skin, more mature men in ad campaigns. Okay, but that's just me going off on a rant. First of all, we're going any further. I never link stuff here in the shopping portion of YouTube. I'm gonna link this. The Huda Beauty bronzer, I'm obsessed with it. There's 3 different colors you can choose from. And I like them all for different reasons. But majority of the reason I like is that because not only is it a highlighter here, you also have your blush and then your bronzer. This is labeled as blush, but the way the formula and the color and how it lays, you can use it as blush, bronzer, highlighter. It's a really good, look at that. You know that's a highlighter and you know that's a blush, but that could be a bronzer or contour all in one. I don't think she knows that she could do that, but she did it all. So I'm linking this down below. And then just to top it off, I'm also gonna link the Huda Beauty liquid blushes as well. Oh, they smell amazing. They smell so good. Should I put some on? I go in high. I like to put in the blushes high. The higher you put the blush, it gives you like a more snatched effect. Stop putting blush here, right in the middle. No, go up, girl. It's a little trick of the eye. Anyways, all that to say that a lot of people then started to make videos saying that, oh, like my agency booked me for a modeling campaign. It's for Rare Beauty. I guess I'm not a model.
Gonez is under fire for saying we don't use models, we use people that I have felt they can be your best friend when talking about Rare Beauty. She does use models in her campaigns. They're signed to modeling agencies. The person says she just doesn't recognize them as models because they don't fit into her narrow idea of what models look like. Why can't models be your best friend? They're people too. Imagine finding out you got signed because the boss thinks you're not pretty enough. Journal of Death says modeling is a job, not a specific look. Therefore, the people you hire for photo shoots, regardless of what they look like, are models. You're saying here that you don't deem them as models because they don't meet the beauty standards you have allocated to models in your mind. Imagine being a model for her campaigns and then seeing her say this when you have been thinking, great, modeling business is now more inclusive. This all comes down to her definition of looks. You could argue she meant something else by saying all of this. Why did her team and herself not go through the speech to alter it in a more friendly, non-microaggressive way? This is one of the models for Selena's campaigns. She quoted what she said and said, well, this is awkward. She clarified, though, that she wasn't actually upset or anything. She was just having a sense of humor about it.
That's like the consensus of it is. And then even one of the models came out and spoke out against Selena Gomez. And I'm going to put that receipt up here if I can find it. this little box here, she's basically saying that like she was having a bad day and being like self-conscious about her career path. And then to hear that, it's like, well, then is Selena Gomez booking me because I'm not a...
We will double down on what we mean and how we don't use models. We use people that have felt, you know, that they can be your best friend. I want something real. I think if anything...
Or is she booking me because I am a model? And that was like the general like vibe of it. And honestly, I can be honestly, girl, as long as the check clears. Hey, as long as the check clears, call me whatever you want to call me, okay? Just don't call me lazy. But, you know, I get it, because some people really do take their job seriously as a model. I have met people who are very, very conscious about the way they move and the way they walk and how they do things because they are a model. And if you think you are, then you are. And for Selena Gomez to say, I don't hire models, I hire real people, I feel like it was a missed positive message. I think more brands should hire normal people that maybe kind of look like models. And it's a weird dichotomy, right? Because you think that normal people aren't models, but they can be. Especially now when I see brands like Huda Beauty, for instance, brands like Teddy Fresh, Teddy Glow. I know they are using real people that also look amazing and beautiful. They're models too. So now that videos are dropping, okay, then it's just like, it sucks because I know what she was trying to say, but the way people took it, I think they're reaching a little bit, okay? And there's a whole conversation of like, is this what she wanted? Is this for PR? Is this really a good thing that we're talking about it? And I do think it's a good thing because it's letting people know that you can look like a normal person and be a model at the same time. You can. And I think that people who look like this unattainable beauty supermodels, they're the ones who are not getting booked as much. What about them? And it all just comes down to like DNA and stuff like that. A lot of them just were born like that. You know, especially people who have like maybe like a larger forehead or they have like a gap in between their teeth. They have these uniqueness of beauty and they get booked for campaigns. Or even people who have like that skin condition where it's like lighter in some areas and darker in others, right? People love that and they celebrate beauty like that. And I think there's room enough for everybody for different types of campaigns, but I do see that nowadays the pendulum has swung away from supermodels' unattainable beauty, and they're just going for average looking people who look good. And it all circles back to like, take care of yourself, put yourself first. Like if you guys follow me on my Instagram or my Snapchat or whatever, you'll see me doing like red light therapy. You'll see me doing NAD plus. You know, I love NAD. Or you'll see me doing like lasers for the face. Not laser hair removal. No. Lasers for the face to get you like more softer looking, plumpier, biohacking your skin to create new collagen. You know, like what they call them, baby CO2 lasers and cool peel. And there's just so many lasers you can get, right? Morpheus, microneedling, like taking care of yourself. Normal people take care of themselves. I don't consider myself a model, but I consider myself someone who takes care of themselves. So, you know, and in essence, maybe that's why I look a lot younger than I do. I don't drink, I don't smoke. You know, I get too wild, so I don't really do all that. But I look at people who do, and they do look a little older. You know, I just, like, if I go for a campaign or I go for an audition and they don't want to book me, and it's like, it's okay. This is the only body I got. This is the only look I got. I can't change it. This is how I look. I can't change my face. So if I don't fit your brand name, it's okay. There's nothing I can do about it. But I think that nowadays I do see more plus size women, plus size men getting campaigns. I would want more of a push toward an older demographic, 40, 50 plus community, but then you have to go where the money's at. And I think that a lot of brands try to find a younger demographic to appeal to a new age range. So this is why I see a lot of brands doing that. I see them like just catering, like trying to get younger, fresh face models to be the face of the brand sometimes. And I also see other brands, especially luxury brands, I see them also going toward the 40, 50 plus community because they do have more of a disposable income. I think they have a disposable income, but also so does a younger demographic, just not that much. So I think this is why it's really good when I see like something, I don't know, I'll just pick up something random, like something like this that probably takes like 5 cents to make and it's at $20, which is a good retail price, market to our younger demographic. Whereas you were to take something else, like maybe something like this, which takes like maybe $5 to make, and then they market it toward an older demographic because they have more disposable income instead of like $40 to $50. I hope that any of that makes sense, but it's all marketing, PR, and strategy. At the end of the day, I think that Selena Gomez whole entire communication just got misunderstood, right? And I do celebrate brands that use people of color, POC community, women, men, full figure, and things like that. I think that I generally was tired of seeing supermodels, and now we see normal looking people. But anyways, that's my rant for the day. Let me know what you think about that drama in the comment section down below. This is Rich Deluxe with the hottest celebrity news and gossip on YouTube. Now also, if you made it this far in the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, hype up the video. It helps me out so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, I love you so much.